I hate this Crosscut Sled, which is a weird thing to say because it's objectively great. It's sturdy, it's accurate, and it can cut panels up to 20 inches wide. But over the last few months, I've kind of started to dread using it. In a small shop where space is already super tight, pulling this thing out has kind of become a drag. It's heavy, it's awkward to store, and I don't think I've ever come close to maxing out the full capacity. So why do I have it? Well, because this was the sled that YouTube told me I needed to build. But here's the thing. I don't expect one jig in my shop to do every job. I have a picture frame jig, a spline jig, and a tapering jig. So why did I build a crosscut sled like it had to handle every cut I could possibly ever need? I've realized that what I actually need is an everyday crosscut sled. One that's light, easy to grab, and easy to use. So let's build one. This entire sled can be made with less than one 2-foot by 4-foot sheet of plywood. Doesn't have to be anything special. I just ran down to Home Depot and dramatically overpaid for this one. There's a few things I already know going into this that I want to change about my current crosscut sled. One is the size. This sled runs the full width of my table saw, but most of the cuts that I make just don't need that level of support. So I'm going to shift to a sled that just runs on this side of the blade. Most of the cuts that I make don't need support on the offcut side, so why waste my time? The other thing I'm going to do is cut the base way back. I rarely cut boards wider than 6 to 8 inches. And so I'm going to do about a 10-inch base, and that should provide more than enough support for 99% of the cuts that I make. While the fence dries, let's talk about runners for table saw sleds. I prefer to go with these pre-manufactured aluminum miter bars. They have a nylon washer that's adjustable with a little screw that allows you to really dial in the fit for your miter bars. And once they're set, you kind of don't need to touch them again. One quick tip, if you're going to use pre-manufactured miter bars and you have T-shaped miter slots on your table saw, you want to make sure that the nylon washer is facing up and expanding into this narrower space here. If you try to expand it in the wider space underneath, you could crank down forever, it's never going to fit. I'm making my fence out of 2 3/4 inch pieces of plywood laminated together. My previous sled used 3, but it added a lot of unnecessary weight. For this sled, 2 pieces is going to be more than solid enough. I'm also going to add a small chamfer to the front bottom edge of the fence. This is going to give sawdust some place to go when I push pieces up against it, and make sure that sawdust doesn't throw my cuts off. One of the nice things about a sled design like this is how easy it is to square up your fence. With a traditional 2-sided sled, you need to do the 5-cut method or various other methods to try and make sure that your fence is square to the blade. Well, on this sled, because we already have a 0 clearance kerf cut here on the side, we can just use a trusted square, preferably as long as possible, put it up against the edge, and square up our fence that way. There's one trade-off with this sled design that's probably obvious, but it's worth calling out if you're thinking about making your own. And that's that the right side of the cut is completely unsupported. Theoretically, this could produce a ton more tear out on the off-cut piece. That may or may not matter to you, but for what it's worth, it hasn't really been an issue in the cuts that I've made. And that's it. A sled that's small enough to grab, light enough to not dread using, and accurate enough to actually trust. And that's all it needs to be. Now, a crosscut sled is only as useful as the saw it's sitting on. And out of the box, most job site saws are just not set up for fine woodworking. Check out this video over here where I walk you through the calibration steps and the upgrades you can make to take yours to the next level. I'll see you there.